Hello, everybody. I am excited to be live here today. Thank you for being down with the time change from our usual. I got to watch my husband's band play for about an hour, and it was awesome. If you can hear me okay, please let me know by putting some emojis into the live chat down below and etc. etc. This is going to be a live plan with me where I plan my week out, and I am going to be using... Let's see. I'm going to be using no stickers this week because I told you guys doing it in September all month, no stickers September was kind of like, it made me really want to keep doing it. So instead, I am going to use these three tripless text surfers, the Statlers that I reviewed this week. You can see that review on the channel in these colors, the gray, the peach, and the kind of the aqua. And then I'm going to use this pen, and that's all I'm going to use. Ah, good. I can see that you guys can see me now. There's such a freaking delay between what I see, you guys seeing, and like what you guys see and what I actually do. There's a big fucking delay. That's why everything takes for freaking ever. And then I have this pen. So I'm in the Coffee Monsters Co. group on Facebook, and they were talking about this pen that Helen was using called a Pentel Energel Clena. It's a Japanese refillable gel pen. And so I was like, okay, I'll check that out. So I ordered one. Actually, I ordered two. And you can change out the ink sizes, but the one I'm using today is the 0.5 millimeter, and I also have an 0.3 just in case. But I'm excited because you can refill this, and it's the needle-tipped gel pens, like the Japanese needle-tipped gel pens, which I'm a big fan of. So I'm going to use these pens today and get my week planned out. I am a few minutes early, you're right. I was excited to start. So, anyway. I am doing okay. I am still not feeling great. I have been having a rough kidney time of it. I mean, I've been having a rough kidney year, but this last week has been really hard, and I've been kind of playing things by ear. But I did get a little bit of the housework done today that I wanted to, so that's good, I guess. So is tomorrow the 12th? I don't even know what the hell's going on. Okay, so tomorrow is the 12th. So I do not have my kids this week, but then after this, I will have them for 2 weeks in a row because of something that their dad needs to do. And so I will have them for 2 weeks, and then he will have them for 2 weeks. But this is just the 1 week. I thought it was going to be this week he would have them for 2 weeks, but that's not what wound up happening. I know this is a very confusing line of thought. I share custody, in case you didn't know. Anyway, and I also said I wanted to, is 07 an option? I think so. I don't know if you can buy the pink pen, which was the one I wanted, but you can get refills. And I'm pretty sure they were saying in the group that you can get 07 refills. I just haven't looked, but I will take a look into it. I'm going to do a video on these eventually, but I just wanted to give them a try because I was feeling the gel pen situation. Yeah, these pens they feel really nice so far. 15. I can hear my neighbor's dog. Good times. I gotta start the music too. I tried to figure out if I could just like feed it into as an audio source into the that dog is distracting me. Directly into the streaming software. But apparently with Mac, you have to download a plugin. And I was not with Jesse out of the house to get ready for the band playing today. I was not about to figure out how to do that. So next week, which will be a fuckery plan with me. I don't know what kind of fuckery yet, but there will be fuckery next week. So let me start some music. Maybe that'll drown out the dog. The Pentecostal Energel. That is an interesting autocorrect. I'm glad you guys got a chance to see Jesse's band, for those of you who were. And it looks like there's some information. Let me know if this is competing too much with the microphone, you guys, for me, okay? And it looks like there's a lot of information going on in the comments, so that's awesome. Anyway, so yes, this is going to be my week, and what I think I'm going to do is use this gray highlighter to mark for the, my blood pressure and for the priorities list. And then what I want to do is kind of put in some like work hours to kind of, I've got a lot of work to do this week, but I don't have a lot of specific days. A lot of that work has to get done on. So just giving myself kind of like a time allotment is sort of what I'm thinking of. Am I going to use a ruler? I'm not going to use a ruler. I'm going to live dangerously. Like Austin Powers, I also like to live dangerously. The key is, you guys, to get even a pseudo straight looking line, aside from the fact that I have a guide here, is to pull it towards yourself. Because then you're using your arm to manipulate the pen rather than your wrist. Okay? Like there's two types of like drawing motions. There's the motion you make when you draw with your hand, and then there's the motion you make where you draw with your arm. And in order to get a straight line without a guide, because people always are like, how do you draw? When I used to do bullet journal videos, I get that from people. I'm like, A, they're not as straight as you think they are. Look closer. And B, you have to use your arm as leverage rather than your hand. And watch that. Oh, you can't hear any music? See if you can hear it now. Straight enough. That was a lot more schlumpy than I expected, but whatever. Okay, so these, speaking of schlumpy, just even in doing that, I don't know how well you can see, but like the highlighter's at like a fucking angle. Remember I said in my review that these things, that I felt like the nibs weren't going to last very long? I can tell. All right, so got that put in here. There's a freaking siren in the music, by the way. I'm so sorry if that is stressing you out. I always, when I'm in the car and I have a song that has a siren in it, I start like looking to see if I'm missing the car. Okay, where was I at? Is this one the big one or the skinny one? That's the skinny one. I'm mixing my pens up. All right. And then we're gonna put the weather in here as we do, as I do. Unfortunately, it did not rain yesterday. It did not rain, but it was cold. It was chilly compared to how it's been. But it's supposed to get hot again back into the 90s this week, so I'm not excited about that for any stretch of the imagination. M. Renee asked, I've seen other people with really good penmanship, calligraphy, etc. hold a pen like you do. Is your style of holding it make it easier to do? Honestly, I know that your grip does have something to do with how you write, but I'm not really sure what it is. I know that my grip is very, when I've done a lot of lettering, is very painful on my callus. But I'm not sure. I think just grip the pen how you're most comfortable gripping it. All right. All week, sunny and cloudy. Because it could be clouds and it could be smoke. Currently, as you heard from my neighbor's dog, we have our windows open because our air quality is good today. What's that like? I don't even know. Oops, that's a little extra. All right, so I said that I was going to talk about books in this live stream. And part of it's because people keep asking me about things I'm reading, and I can never remember because I don't have the books in front of me, and my mind is like Swiss cheese right now. My sister calls it kidney brain. When your brain just gets more and more like distracted by all the gunk that's like going through your bloodstream because your kidneys aren't working so well, you start to like have trouble remembering shit, which I've always had trouble remembering shit, which is why I write everything down. But so I thought if I could collect up the books that I'm reading or whatever, I could remind myself what they are. But before I do, nice, Renee. Woohoo! So I guess the first thing to talk about is the new book that I still have a little bit of stuff to finish up on, which I'm going to finish tomorrow. I have my list of it and everything ready to go. That's going to be a doodling book. And then the other book, the book you can get right now, is this little guy here. Cute hand lettering for journals, planners, and more by me, Cindy Guentert-Baldo. This is my book. This is the first book I wrote, which I love so much. It's so cute and little. The doodling books can be a little bit bigger so that there was more room for more doodles. What do I do if the weather prediction changes? I don't bother. Like, I don't. This just gives me an idea of what's coming, especially when it comes to like meal planning. Do I want to, meal plan a bunch of soups, or do I want to meal plan a bunch of salads? Like, it gives me an idea in advance. If shit really changes, I might write it down for the day. But honestly, since we're not going anywhere right now, it's not quite as big of a deal. All right. So what I want to do is take this blue aqua situation and put in between 9 a.m. Well, I usually start, let's just be reasonable with 9 a.m. 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. as when I want to try getting work done. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm only going to work in these hours. I generally don't. I generally, sometimes when the kids aren't here, work a lot later. But I'm trying something this week in terms of managing my schedule a little bit better because my kidneys have been so bad lately that I haven't been able to get a lot done. And so I want to try something like this and just see if it works. If my kidneys go haywire again this week, then chances are I won't be working those exact hours. It'll shift. And I'm only putting it through Thursday because Friday I do get some work done, but Friday I tend to treat as like a half day because I spend time on Sundays working. All right. What do you mean, Monica? Do you not care about writing the weather in your planner or what? Out of curiosity. Oh, I'm sorry, Cassandra. Anyway, so this is kind of where I'm starting. Monday, I have a lot on my list. I got some patron things I have to do. I really like this pen, by the way. But it's been a while since I've used a gel pen, so maybe that's part of it. Yeah, so I've already got like a to-do list going for tomorrow, so I just sort of filled it all out. Nice, Jane. I've considered trying the Pomodoro method, but I'm not sure yet. All right, so what we're going to do here for Monday, I have some filming I need to do in the morning, and I need to get the podcast recorded and up, and there's a bunch of things I have to do tomorrow morning that need to get done early, and then the second half of the day is going to be wrapping up the odds and ends for the book. So that's kind of how I want to split this up. So maybe what I will do is kind of divide the day in half. I'm trying a little bit different here. So, I'm just looking. You guys in the comments are awesome and just chatting it away. Oh, and I need to wash my hair tomorrow. So I'm going to write that down because I here's the thing. Like, I'm not doing the hardcore curly girl method right now because I'm kind of doing like a mix of the curly girl and like the regular girl method. The regular girl, that's not the right way to put that. The curly girl and the non-curly girl method. Because my hair was like not really responding to a lot of it, and I was kind of enjoying having it like not curly. But I've been so exhausted that, and I have so much hair that washing my hair has been kind of a bridge too far, and I really need to wash it tomorrow because it is, you know, it's bad when you don't want to know what it looks like out of a bun, you know? All right, so wash my hair. And then in the morning, I'm going to need to I have basically my tasks for tomorrow are shit for the book, content creation, and some administrative work. So what I need to do is the content creation in the morning. No, I should do the admin stuff first. So maybe what we'll do is we'll draw a little computer here. So to draw the laptop, it's pretty fucking easy. You draw like a square, and then you draw a couple of like diagonal lines going outwards, and then you just connect them with a little rectangle, and then you add another like situation here, and there's your little laptop. I'm pretty sure I did it in my little doodle video, but I didn't give any instructions because I was like, fuck it. I kind of want to shave my head. That is not really something I should do. I don't want to shave. I love my hair. I've always loved my hair, but like I'm tired of my hair. But I don't want to shave my head because what if I have a lumpy head? Or what if my psoriasis looks really bad on my head? Or I just hate it and it takes forever to grow back. Like when I just want to shave it to get rid of it for the hassle. So who knows? The yawns. All right, so admin work, and then I need to film and do content. So I'm gonna draw like a little situation here. It's gonna be film, allegedly. Yeah, I'm just kind of scribbling this in. So there's like a little film strip, right? And so then we'll put here film 1. Film. So ideally tomorrow I get 3 things filmed plus a podcast. And then what am I filming? Oh, I've got those iconic. And then what am I filming for this week? I've got those, I don't know where they are. Those iconic dual, what are they called? Iconic dual tipped markers. They're like a highlighter on one end and a writing tip on the other end. Somebody requested them in the comments. I got those to review. They're highlighters. And then I have the new version of the Good Morning, Good Life planner to take a look at as well. So I'm going to do that hopefully for this week. Otherwise, it might be something else. Who fucking knows, right? Yeah, you guys seem to be giving me a lot of encouragement to just shave my head. Oh my God. I just don't know, man. Okay, so that's that. And then the rest of this day is going to be working on the book. That was your request? Nice, Victoria. So we'll give a little break for lunch. Wrap. I don't know when Jesse's getting home. He's actually just down the street. our neighbor is the singer in his band. And so when they stream in their socially distanced way, he technically could walk, but he really can't because he has so much random guitar shit that he takes with him. Wrap up. And then we'll book. Shit. Yeah. Wrap up, book shit. Have I tried those dot markers? I have not gotten them yet. So I need to order some of them, but I have not gotten around to it. I don't really kind of understand. I mean, I get that you use them to, like, you can put, like, little checklists and shit, but, like, I don't know. I'm not really sure what the gimmick is. Like, or what the point of the gimmick is, of those dot markers. All right, so there is all of that, and then there's nothing allegedly going on in the evening. I'm thinking about making tacos, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to leave that alone for right now. And then Tuesday, so let's take a break from a day here and say that I have a few books that I was talking about last week that I have finished recently. Nicholas and Alexandra, the classic account of the fall of the Romanov dynasty. The last days of the Romanovs, there's a theme with these two at least. Tragedy at Ekaterinburg. And then Manson, The Life and Times of Charles Manson by Jeff Gwynne, who is the guy who wrote the Bonnie and Clyde book, We Go Down Together, and The Road to Jonestown, which are two really, really excellent books. This one is also very well done. So I recommend all three of these. These are all books I blew through. You wouldn't think I would, but I blew through these books, and I wound up having nightmares about Charles Manson after reading them. So maybe that's not the best thing in the world. All right. Mini bingo dabbers. Dude, I had to work bingo for a band, and all I wanted to do was sit there with the bingo dabbers and play because it just looked like so much fun. But everyone takes it so seriously. Okay. Tuesday, now at 12 p.m., there is we'll use the peach for appointments that are like timed appointments. So Tuesday at noon, there is a Tai Chi session for Wild University, which I really want to do because I have always wanted to learn how to do Tai Chi. Yeah, that's what I worry about short hair, is like when your hair is super short, don't you have to do shit with it? Like when it's long, you can kind of just leave it alone and people are like, oh, okay, long hair. You know? All right, so there's that. And then I also have at 6 p.m., 6 to 7:30, there is the rescheduled town hall, community town hall, about schools going back to in-person part-time. That I really want to be on because, you know, especially with the choirs and the band classes, the choir and band classes being so restricted as to what they can do in person. Like, we're trying to figure out, they're not letting you go back to in person if you already signed up to be virtual, but if you sign up to be in person, you can switch back. And Russell and I have been talking about that because we're very worried about this. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Charles Manson, I learned from that book that Charles Manson is a tiny man. Natalie, I can totally do that after I finish. I will add them. So check the description box or the first comment or whatever I do for the book titles after this is over. All right, so there's those two things. And then, is there anything else specifically on Tuesday? No. So I have to edit. If my video is up at 10 like it's supposed to be, I need to answer comments. I'm trying to be on in like the first half hour or so when the videos go live at 10, assuming they go live at 10. I need to do a bunch of work for Kristen and some editing in the morning. Just do some editing here. Edit comments. And then while the comments are going on, I also have some paperwork I need to get done with. So maybe what I'll do is I will draw a file folder. Ooh la la. File folder. Admin stuff. Okay. Kind of got that in. When will my new book launch? I don't know yet. I will let you guys know when I know, but I do not know yet. I think between still wrapping it up, some stuff we had to work on with the cover, and delays due to COVID, I don't have a date yet. You have a question. Okay, Mary, surviving chronic illness and family who don't just get having a good day. Is that your question, Mary, or do you have like a... It feels like that's sort of a question, but I'm not sure. So go ahead and ask, and I will answer it. Do another book club. I love doing book clubs. Every time I've done it, it's been a little weird, but like I would love to do something monthly. I don't know how that would work. Okay. And so then I want to work on stuff for Kristen. So maybe what I'll do is draw. I want to do a lot of drawing today. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Maybe it's because I'm thinking of the new book. Or maybe it's just because I like this pen. I'm going to draw a pencil. That's a really wonky pencil. I'm just having all sorts of interesting times with this planner spread today, aren't I, though? I'm all inspired. What's that like? What's that like? Where's my gray one? There it is. Maybe it's the good times. Maybe it's the music. Who knows? But look at that. That looks sick, though. Am I right? Yeah. Yeah, boy. I like this so far. Okay. Nice, Lisa. Do I have preferred brands of stickers and washi tape? Yes. Well, I love Chrissy Ann Design stickers. Not just because I obviously do work for her, but because I like the paper. It's like a vinyl-y kind of paper. I like the colors she uses, and I like how you can get a lot of the things you want, like a whole sheet of, pink stickers or a whole sheet of laptops or something. I love that. I really like A Little Spark, used to be K Glam Co. for when I want something bold and in your face and interesting. K Glam Co., Little Spark, and Cricut Paper Co. both have really great, like, vibrant color stickers. And then for washi, I like Simply Gilded. I love her colors. They're just the ones I like. I like the ones I like. Okay, the new book is about doodling, which is probably why it's on my head right now. Okay, so Tuesday, do I have anything specific? Wrap. And then I don't have anything else on that list yet. Okay, so then there's Tuesday so far. And then Wednesday, I have a phone call at 10 a.m. I need to meal plan at some point on Wednesday. I'm going to need to do some more editing. And more working on stuff for Kristen. Like Wednesday is going to be basically a repeat of Tuesday, except instead of this, there's going to be a phone call. Like it's basically the same shit. Thank you, Jessica. And Meg, thank you too. Emily, you said, how are you liking the Budget Mom Planner so far? Is there anything you missed from your last planner? I actually really like the Budget Mom Planner. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it into 2021 or not, but so far I'm really liking it. And I think the biggest thing I'm missing from my previous planner is just the less color. But that doesn't bother me too much. But yeah, less color. The work I do for Katie, I do drawings and lettering for her that she turns into stickers and other stuff. Yeah, like freelance contract work. Hi, Parker. You're going to buy power sheets for the first time? Good luck. Not good luck in like a demeaning way, but good luck is in like there's a lot of work up front, but they can be really helpful if you use them. Okay, Wednesday. So again, we have edit. I don't want it to look exactly the same though. So maybe I'll just draw my call in first. That'll be a good starting point. Did it rain up here yet? No. My imperfect food order is on Monday, but I just put it on my to-do list because it doesn't really need to be on here. Oh my God, that was a big yawn. Okay, before I get into the rest of this, maybe I need to show some more books. Okay. Currently reading. Here's one couple of books I'm reading currently. So I'm actually, as you can see, almost done with Solutions and Other Problems, which is actually the second book Ali Brosh wrote. The first book is Hyperbole and a Half, which I started, but I actually just want to finish this one first. So I'm kind of reading them out of order, but this one is really good. Really, 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 really good. It is not, it's funny. If you want to know kind of like, if you aren't super familiar with her Hyperbole and a Half stuff, she has on her website, alibrosh.com, a sample from this book about Richard, and it is goddamn hilarious. And like I read it with my husband and my kids and then immediately ordered the book. So this book is funny, but it is also introspective. Like she's had some shit go down in her family and her life in the past 7 years. So like there is some like deep stuff in here done in this cartoon style, but also funny stuff. So it is just a very like real book while also being funny. So yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend this one, even though I'm not done with it yet. And I haven't finished this. I haven't even barely started this one yet, but this one I'm not done yet, but so far I'm loving it. Yeah, the second book came out only like maybe a couple weeks ago. It's not super old. You didn't miss it by long. It like came out at the end of September. Well, this one also, Jessica, is it's also like this style of book. Like this one is not super text dense. So these books tend to go a little faster. I've been keeping this one on the couch and just reading it when I'm sitting there with the kids. Ooh, have I considered doing a line of bookmarks from my flowers from my Etsy shop? I had not, but I really like that idea, Bethany, and I'm going to write that down because that's something to think about. That might be something I could actually figure out before Christmas this year. If I can find a fucking Post-it note. I own 11 billion Post-it notes, and I can't seem to fucking find one. Fuckery bookmarks? Onto my computer like every other fucking sticky note. Oh, Nilda, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for your realness, and I'm enjoying the blogs. You're a friend in my head, and I'm sending you good vibes. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Jane, I wanted to read 100 books this year, and I just I want to read the 100 new books, and I've reread a bunch because of being stressed out. So I have a call at 10. I'm going to need to edit again. I'm going to do a different edit. All right, edit. The first one's really hard to get through. It's about her first big battle with depression, how it fucks up our communication with people who aren't depressed. That actually sounds right up what I want to read about right now, Nikki, so thank you for the heads up. You feel like you would need much more structure for your planner if the dates aren't there? If I had to write everything, I would just as soon use plain paper. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, so after this is done, then I'm gonna have to prep a couple of videos. Oh my god, I have a yawn. I have to prep a couple of videos and then work on stuff for Kristen. So and then maybe what I'll do is leave a little bit of space in case I have more shit to do, which is entirely possible. And then we're going to draw another pen, because why the fuck not? We'll draw more of a Sharpie kind of pen this time. That was goofy looking. Oh, whatever. There we go. There's another pen. Woohoo! And you wish I made a sticker book. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff you can get from Chrissy Ann Designs that has my stuff on it. So we'll do another more. Uh-oh. Lettering chicken. More. Okay, I'm not loving this font so much. More KAD shit. But I'm going to keep going with it because I've committed, damn it. More KAD shit. Can you follow readers on Goodreads? That might be a good group to do, Jennifer, in the Discord. Yeah, because, like, you can follow people on Goodreads, but I find maybe it's because I wasn't using it back in the day. Like, there's some people who have been, like, avid Goodreads users for a long time, and I have just been back and forth on it, just, like, a little bit here and there. I find the interface very clunky, so I'm not great. But I would be totally fine with opening up, like, I think we have a book club or something in the Discord, but I'm not sure. I can take a look. Okay. I'm going to run really quick and grab myself a, and I'm not putting much on my to-do list because I'm not really there yet. Wait, did I have anything on Wednesday? Oh, meal plan. Yes. And I should do that in the evening, but I don't know when that's going to happen yet. Meal plan. All right, I'm going to put this here, and I will be back in 1 second because I need to go grab myself a ginger ale. My stomach is turning over. Just abandoned my live stream for, run screaming down the street. They think I'm coming back. No, the Discord is for everybody. There's a patron-only channel. All right, Thursday. I need to film. And I have a patron live at 4. And I have a phone call at 11. So... All right, so I've got my 2 appointments on there. There should be a link to the Discord in the description, I believe. Yeah, there's a link to this. It might work. If it doesn't work, let me know. But there should be a link to the in the description for the Discord. Where am I at? Stephanie, just send me a message with your Discord handle on Patreon if I haven't approved you yet. It's been a chaotic few weeks here. I haven't approved a lot of things. So, all right. So before we get into Thursday a little bit more, a couple more books. Currently, 3 books I'm in the middle of that I'm not sure I'm going to finish. 3 books I'm in the middle of that I'm not sure I'm going to finish. The first one is Kevin Kwan's book, Sex and Vanity. He's the guy who wrote the Crazy Rich Asians trilogy, and I really love that trilogy, so I thought I would enjoy this book. I have not been able to get into it. I am I'm more than half. When you're this deep, this is right here, is where I'm almost done with the book, and I'm still not feeling it. So I might finish this just to finish it, but there's dust on it because it's been sitting next to my bed, and I just have not been able to care enough to keep reading it. So this one, maybe I do not finish for me. And then, How the Other Half Learns. This book I'm actually only a little bit into. It's very dense. I do want to read this. I don't think it's the book for me at the moment, so I may put this to the side. Maybe read it in December when I see my sister. This might be a book to read in the car. So it's a book about Success Academy, the charter school in the charter school network in New York City. And this guy spent a whole year in Success Academy to learn about it. But yeah, it's just very dense, and I just have not quite found the right brain power for this book yet. So that one's not do not finish. That's just a read later kind of book. And then this book. So everybody and their mother loves this book. And I don't know. It's not that it's bad. It's just, maybe it's been too long since I got a divorce. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I really appreciate how vulnerable and honest she is in her anecdotes and the things she talks about in this book. I really appreciate that. But I'm having trouble with the how would I describe my trouble with this book? I appreciate how vulnerable and honest she is in it, while at the same time feeling like it might be a little bit self-indulgent. And again, it's been a long time since I got divorced, so I don't know if maybe I felt I was in similar places to her when I got divorced, but like, I don't know. Like, I might finish it. I'm not sure yet. Woo-woo is not the word I'm looking for, but there's just something about it that just, I don't know. It's hard to describe. Like, anyway. So yeah, there's that. I don't know if I'm going to finish that one or not. How do I read so many books at once and actually keep up with all of them and then mix them up? Generally speaking, I will read, if I'm going to read more than one book, I keep books all over the house. You can ask my family. Like, you'll find books like half open on furniture. Like, I just leave books in my wake. They're like a trail of breadcrumbs. You could find me. Like, I could find my way out of the forest by the books I've left in my wake. I've always been like a voracious reader. I tend to be able to read fiction and nonfiction at the same time. But honestly, I'm a speed reader, and it's just never been a problem for me to read a bunch of books. I can't focus on binge watching more than one TV show at the same time. Like, if I was in the middle of binge watching X show and then decided I also wanted to watch X show at other points in the week, I wouldn't be able to do that. But I can do it with books. I don't know why. I always have. Having trouble identifying it with your current place in life. That might be it, Rachel. That might be it. Yeah. Anyway, so Thursday, so my Patreon live, and I have this, and I need to film in the morning. So ooh, that's an idea. I turned that F into an arrow. Yeah. All sorts of interesting shit. Film. Also could be a little penis depending on how you're looking at it. So I'm just going to leave that blank though, because what I do earlier in the week will determine what happens later in the week. I'll have to check that out, Catherine, because they seem like a really interesting couple. But I couldn't. It wasn't that I thought that the book sucked. I could not. It felt kind of like a whole bunch of inspirational blog posts mushed together into one book. Like, I don't know how to describe. It didn't resonate with me. Yeah, I'm not sure. All right. Now that I'm looking more at this, I don't like it at all, but that's okay. And I'm gonna need to prep my produce when it shows up that afternoon, and grocery list. And so what I'm gonna do is I will draw. Ooh, that's what we forgot on Wednesday. Let's give ourselves a hump day eggplant. Will it happen? I don't know. I feel like the crimson tide is coming in, but you never know. You never know. You never know, right? Okay, so prepping produce is going to happen in the evening. So maybe what I'll do is I'll draw like a little cutting board here. And we'll draw a little tomato, even though that probably won't be in my grocery order. And we'll draw a carrot. And we'll put prep Produce. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Okay, sorry, that was my dance. Okay. I love buying books. I love owning books. I will read things digitally, but I prefer to have physical copies of books. All right, so I'm just going to leave the rest of this blank because I will likely be doing more stuff for Kristen, but as I learned this week, the more I pack the later part of the week, the less I'm actually going to get done because my life fucking starts to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay, Friday morning. The kids are going to get back after 1, so we'll say pick up kids. We'll draw a little car. There we go, little car. And then we got grocery order up here. Do you want to draw a shopping basket? We'll do grocery bag. And I've got the burps now. Ooh. And actually, I'm going to take a second and because that involves me leaving the house and going to get them. So pick up the kids. Yes, the smell of books and the feel of books. Did I ever have art therapy classes? No, but I probably would have enjoyed that. And then I'm going to need to record a podcast first thing in the morning. And then other than that, I'm going to leave Friday blank because it all depends on what all needs to be done. That's my pseudo podcast mic. Okay, so I'm going to leave Friday blank otherwise because I don't want to fucking mess with it except for grocery order up here. All right. Saturday. Kat has a meeting. What time is Kat's meeting from? 2 to 3. It's a virtual meeting, but it's a meeting nonetheless. All right, before we finish up this weekend situation, let's go to my final stack of books, which is 1 book. What the fuck? I thought I had 2 books. 2 books that I have not started, but that are next on my list as soon as I finish the Hyperbole and a Half books, or at least the first one, is these 2. So you want to talk about race, which has been on my list for a while, but I finally picked it up. And The Body Is Not an Apology, which I actually have had for quite some time and just haven't gotten around to reading it yet. So these 2 books are both on my list for now. And then when it comes to fiction, I haven't decided yet if I want to read a new fiction or if I want to dig back into some fantasy. I have the first book of the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson that has just been sitting there waiting for me to read it, but it's so big and girthy, and I just don't know if I'm ready for a girthy new fantasy series. So, but these 2 are definitely on my next list. Somebody asked where to go. Oh my God, was that a bird or a dog? That was loud. Do I keep a running to-do list in my planner? Generally, I keep it in my bullet journal, which is very much not, it's very much not fancy right now. But, like, yes, I keep my running to-do list in my bullet journal. And I'll tell you now, I don't know what I'm doing yet for next year, but I am anticipating that I'm going to lean much more heavily into bullet journaling come 2021. I'm just saying. I'll talk more about it when I've figured it out. Yeah, no, I know the Stormlight Archives are supposed to be so good. Brandon Sanderson, I only know his writing from The Wheel of Time, and it was so good there, and I've heard so many good things about it. I just haven't... I have had enough experience reading big fantasy series to know what kind of a commitment you're making, and I just have not been ready to commit. I do run on Post-its. There's that, too. Okay, so washing my sheets on Saturday, big chores. We want to finish the garage, which has been like half finished for weeks now. Finish the garage. Saturday's going to be very much a housework day. Then Sunday, we're going to have my patron. That's not right. My patron hangout. And then my live plan with me, which will be fuckery. There will be fuckery. I don't know what kind of fuckery yet, but there will be fuckery. It will likely not be the wheel of fuckery because I think I've said before, but like the amount of time and like effort that goes into the wheel of fuckery, I really want to do that, but I'm still feeling so shitty that I can't commit to that level of fuckery. That may have to wait until November or December. But this will be a fuckery, and it may be left-handed fuckery, because with all of this pen-only planning, left-handed fuckery feels the most appropriate. But I don't know for sure yet. I have not, Jennifer. I should check that out. Is it recent? Sanderson said he would never write a gay character? Really? I did hate the stamps. I hate so many things. A Halloween fuckery plan with me. That could be... I love doing Halloween doodles, so maybe I could do left-handed Halloween doodles. That would be funny, because Halloween doodles are my favorite. That was the one, like, saving grace of Halloween season at Trader Joe's. Like, if I had to do pumpkin 8 million times, it got balanced by doing, like, all the other doodles. All right, so I'm going to write down Ryder Carroll. Alrighty. Yeah, my bullet journal satire. Yes. Anyway, so I think that's all I'm going to be putting on the... Like, it doesn't look like I'm planning very much, but honestly, let's be real here. I'm going to be real. I'm not that I'm never real. I'm always real. But, like, I'm going to be super real here for a second. I have been feeling so awful that, like, yesterday was Saturday, and what did I do? I didn't put anything on my weekend because I just didn't bother picking up my planner. I sat around. I did some laundry. I made a new recipe. It was with scallops, seared scallops with a white wine cream sauce pasta, which was like chef's kiss. But other than that, I didn't do much because I wasn't feeling good. Like, by the time I hit the weekend, I'm like so in pain that getting much done is like generally not possible. So planning a lot for the weekend is setting myself up for failure. I basically load up the first 3 days. And then when I can't get stuff finished here, it filters into these days. And then by the time I get to here, I'm crashed. And then by Sunday, I sleep in. And then when I wake up, I kind of eat some lunch and sort of like blitz around until it's time. Don't shave your head if you want to make it easier. Don't go lower than 3 on top and 1 on the sides. I putter out. That is exactly it, Jessica. Like a candle. Matter of fact, I'm going to draw that here to remind myself. Speaking of Halloween doodles. There. You... At this point, you may putter out. I don't generally plan my resting because I know I'm going to just need to take it when I take it. So, like, on these days, at any given point, I'm going to be laying down for part of it. But yeah, I think this is about where I'm going to end it. It's a pretty simple plan with me, but most of what I have to do, like, I can't granularly list what I'm working on this week because Kristen would kick my ass. Like, majority of what I'm working on, I'm either filming videos or doing work for Kristen. I have a lot of work to do for Kristen. So that's going to be the majority of it. And other things might pop up. Oh, fuck. I have orders I have to print too. That's going to be Wednesday. Orders. The bullet journal satire was in August. It's one of the live stream recordings. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to end this here. Next week will be a lot more interesting because it's going to be full of fuckery. But I mean, this is what my life is looking like right now. So that's kind of how it goes. Oh, also, I just got rose gold scissors. Don't judge me. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will make sure to list the books that I talked about in the description. So be sure to check there. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. Wear a mask. Be sure to like this video on your way out and subscribe. And until next time, my dudes, peace out.